All right, so if you didn't figure that one out yet, we are doing New York City Serenade by Springsteen off the second album, Wild the Innocent, the E Street Shuffle. That album and the first album, Greetings, to me, are very, very different. Because you have different band members, basically. You don't have Max Weinberg. You've got Vinny Mad Dog Lopez on the drums, and you've got David Sanchez on the piano. And there's no Little Steven at this point yet. So very different type of band. Not saying they were better or not as good, but just a very different band, different vibe, and it really shows not only on this song, but this whole side of this record. Incident, Rosie, and New York City Serenade. So, and as far as I could tell, New York City Serenade might be the longest recorded song in his catalog. It clocks in at just under 10 minutes. But it's deceiving because you've got a lot of piano and intro in the build-up. It's about 2 minutes before the vocals come in, so there's a lot going on there. So we're going to jump into this one, and despite all the piano and everything that you're hearing on the song, break it down to just a handful of chords, and you can do it on the acoustic guitar. Capo on the second fret to put it in the key of the album, which is A. I don't know. For me, I prefer not using the capo when I played this live with some folks. I think it sounds better. You can use a harmonica with it. Not that you can't use it in the A key. It's just personal preference. But if you want to hear a different side to this song, look for a version by Pete Yorn. He does it in the key of G, no capo. Solo acoustic for the most part with some harmonica. Fantastic version. I'll see if I can put a link and find it in the description for you. But let's jump into this one. New York City Serenade, Bruce Springsteen, Wild the Innocent, E Street Shuffle, 73, I think, right around that time frame. So let's take a look at it. Again, the chords we're using pretty straightforward. G shape, and I'm calling out the shapes. G shape, E minor, A minor, C. That's most of your song right there. And then there's a D that comes in, at different points. And to me, that D is probably the most important chord, believe it or not, I think, in this song. So let's jump into it. The pick was excited to get going. So let's go. All right, we'll get right into this one. New York City Serenade, Bruce Springsteen, off the Wild, the Innocent, the E Street Shuffle. Great piece of music, in my opinion. Probably one of his best. Debatable, I'm sure, with a lot of you, but to me, this album was fantastic. And it probably didn't get the notoriety it should have until after the whole Born to Run success, if you ask me, in Darkness, that time frame. So, because people probably went back to the catalog at that point. But very successful in the Northeast at that time. Between New York and Philly, Baltimore, for sure, Boston. So, let's just take a look at this. We're going to just strip it down. 5 chords for this song, okay? Really, 5 chords, believe it or not. G, again, capo's on the second fret because that's the way the song was written. This is the key it is on the album, so you can play along to it. If you're doing something solo acoustic and you want to take it off, go for it. You're going to keep the same chord shape, so we'll keep it simple. I will call out these chords as the shape, not necessarily the key that we're in, okay? So G shape, E minor shape, A minor shape, C shape, and then later on we're going to throw a D in there. I mentioned this before. This D chord is the game changer in the song, in my opinion. And you're probably thinking, why? To me, if you play it right and know how to play it, you'll see what I mean. All right? So, guitar-wise, nothing happens for like 2 minutes. There's a lot of David Sanchez just kind of riffing on the piano, some jazz stuff, some blues stuff, a little bit of everything in there. And then you hear him kind of get more into the rhythm of this song. And then as he goes around a couple times, you'll start to hear the guitar coming in. Right? And that just kind of continues to build at this point. All right. So it's going to be G, E minor, all right, A minor, to a C, and for me the strumming pattern will be this for these chords. E minor's there, A minor, C, one more time, and the G to the E minor, to the A minor, to the C. All right? That's your intro, and you can throw that as long as you want, stretch it out as long as you want, and it's going to be the verse. Right? I've never sang this song, you can tell, but that's kind of how it goes. All right, and you're gonna go over, and now it varies every time during the song how many times you're playing that 4-chord progression. Okay, but the first change that you're gonna hear is kind of like that pre-chorus, and it goes to an A minor, to an E minor. All right, so if we're coming out of that, let's just say, all right, get ready for that change. Billy's got beats on his boot. So we're just going A minor to E minor there. Ba, 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 ba. Together gonna. I think it's the verse, the piece there. And come back with the loop. Now, as you're doing that progression, that A minor to E minor, the other change is coming, and you're going to go from A minor, it's going to go to a C. All right, it'll sound like this, I think. So let's do this twice. I'm just throwing twice out there for the sake of it. Quick change to the C, to the D. I'll throw a suspended in there, suspended fourth. So go. And that progression is going to continue, and you're going back into the verse at this point. Okay, so real simple. And this, if you can play that, you can do the whole song. Okay, it's just a matter of knowing where these changes are because the lyrics are so stretched out, basically. All right. We're going to continue this, and we're going to go back into, I guess, that last verse. Right? Continues. We already know this. All right, back into. And you'll notice as I'm doing this for some of these chords, I'm putting on hammers and pulls, and I'm kind of arpeggiating these chords. I'm just doing it to make it sound a little bit fuller, and not just. Right, I'm kind of playing to the music, I'm playing to the song, and I'm just making it my own. And here comes that D chord I was telling you about that I think makes this song what it is. You can tell me I'm crazy. It's fine. Okay? At the very end, the last time we're playing this D chord, it just kind of punctuates the entire song, and it's going to go back into that final chorus, basically, okay? But he hangs on this D chord for quite a while, and the dynamics are awesome because you can come in on D. Hangs on. Some hammers and pulls. We're going to slow it down. So. And that's how the song basically goes out at that point. It's a couple minutes, I think, of just playing that progression. But it's going to build up, and then it's going to come back down. So. And the vocal line there, he's singing, and then it's just you start bringing it back down, and you start hearing the strings, which aren't really strings as far as I remember. The band did something different. It wasn't like a whole string section there, and it wasn't certainly a Casio keyboard that you can patch it into. I forget how they did it, but the band somehow got that string sound going. And it just kind of fades away. Continues. And I'm just arpeggiating strings here. I'm just kind of going. Like, I'm just kind of going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that second one. So I guess if you want to count it off the way I'm doing it, that first note I'm hitting the root. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then when I go 1 again, I'm coming up on that first string, the high E string. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that guitar goes slow, and that's what makes the song for me here. The guitar just kind of fades away, and you've got that string section going, that sound, and it just kind of fades off. And the next thing that you're going to hear, if you're going chronologically, is Thunder Road off of Born to Run. So think about that for a second. So think about that stretch of 4 songs produced by somebody. New York City Serenade, Incident, Rosie, New York City Serenade, and the next thing you're going to hear on the album is Thunder Road. That's pretty wild. So hope you enjoyed it. See you on the next one. Later, guys.